Next on Arena Insider TV. That man is in the history books once again. See how Joe Hills added another milestone to his collection. And in a dramatic fashion, Albany clinches a playoff berth. See how that one unfolded in the nation's capital.
We have to be better at executing on both sides of the ball.
And an upset Ron James after a must-win game between his Blackjacks and the Soul that went in favor of Philadelphia. Raw press conference and more as Arena Insider TV with Anthony and Matt continues now. Welcome back to Arena Insider TV, powered by X1 Media. Happy Father's Day. I'm Anthony Carter here with my colleague Matthew Cass, where we just witnessed the Soul blow out the Atlantic City Blackjacks 54-29 in a must-win game for Philadelphia.
That was 100% the most complete game we've seen the Soul play all season. The offense had been clicking before in previous contests, the defense had been clicking before in previous contests, but they'd never put it all together until tonight's game. One of the biggest things that came out of this game tonight was the defense holding the Blackjacks scoreless through most of the first quarter. It allowed the offense to get rolling, it allowed them to get comfortable, and it allowed Dan Raudabaugh to be in the right frame of mind.
And speaking of Raudabaugh, he went 15 for 18 and had 3 touchdowns. Let's take you to Raudabaugh's press conference where he spoke to reporters moments ago.
I know we spoke about it this week. Defense got some big stops early in the game. Boom, punch it in. That's what it's about. And special teams, we won a special teams battle this week for sure. So it's about getting better every week and being able to put good ones back to back to back. So got a challenge coming up, but we're looking forward to it.
And while we watch Raudabaugh stay comfortable in the pocket, throwing those 3 touchdowns, we've seen some other players shine as well, like fullback Adrian Ferns.
He did. You know, Ferns for the last couple games has been held off the score sheet in a significant way, but tonight he was really uncorked and allowed to run, and a lot of that was due in part to the Soul moving the ball really well. They got down into the red zone consistently, they were knocking at the door efficiently, and when you get the ball in the one, you get a big man running, and you got a good offensive line that's working together, it's a good formula. They just let him run downhill, and it worked.
And hopefully it continues to work as the season goes on, because right now the Soul are sitting at 4th in the standings, and with Albany already clinched a playoff berth, you have Baltimore and Washington. The Soul are sitting at 4-4. They got to carry this momentum if they want to make the playoffs and if they make a deep playoff run as well.
Absolutely. It all comes down to that. Columbus is already basically out. Atlantic City is on the bubble. The Soul, by virtue of this win, have now taken the lead in the season series 2-0. So the Soul are in a good position despite being in the 4th seed, and it comes down to playing the season the way they need to play.
Yep, and we've seen some great games this weekend that determine the standings. Let's take you to them in our AI 1-minute warning. The Brigade won a tough matchup against the Destroyers behind a 6-touchdown performance by quarterback Shane Boyd. But the highlight of the night was veteran wide receiver Joe Hills, who recorded his 100th consecutive game with a receiving touchdown. Baltimore will look for Hills to carry them once again in a crucial Week 9 matchup against the Washington Valor. The Empire completed the 3rd largest comeback in arena football history after outscoring the Valor 42-21 in the second half. Empire quarterback Tommy Grady threw 6 touchdowns and 348 yards. He'll look to continue that performance next week at home against Atlantic City. That's all the time that we have tonight for Arena Insider. I'm Anthony Carter.
And I'm Matt Cass. You can catch my post-game article and more on arenainsider.com. Happy Father's Day, and we'll see you around.